Welcome everybody. Welcome back to the Coach's Corner. We actually made our way all the way over across town through the South Mountain Reservation from West Orange, from Darnell Grant, all the way over to Lynn Profeta Field and the Underhill Sports Complex in South Orange, New Jersey. We're here to introduce none other than a member of Coach Grant's coaching tree, Lise. I do apologize, Lise Blanc, right? And then Lise Blanc is actually the new head coach here for the Cougars, and he has taken over since Coach Mobley has since left the program, who actually went on to join Coach Barris Grant at Union High School. So we're going to be looking forward to seeing what's happening next. Oh, we got a couple things to coincide, because tomorrow they're scrimmaging West Orange, Union, and Burlington. So we were looking forward to seeing everything going forward. So as we're getting ready to talk about it, let's introduce none other than Coach Blanc himself. Welcome, Coach, to the Coach's Corner by KSPORT. We're looking forward to speaking with you today. We was actually surprised when we got to meet with you the other day that Coach Mobley has left. What was it about the job that directed you to come here and actually take over?
Well, I was defense coordinator. I believe that was the 2013 season over here. So I understood the environment, I understood the people. There was a lot of great group of kids, and we scrimmaged them every year when I was at Hillside. So I just knew it was a great environment to be part of.
Wow, so you was at even part of the coaching trio of Barris as well. And then also Darnell was actually your head coach at Irvington, is that correct?
He was my high school head coach, yes, that is correct.
Wow, so what position did you play?
I played cornerback in high school.
Oh, you did?
I did.
And what year did you come out of Irvington High?
I graduated 2003.
2003.
That is correct.
That was the year that they were actually making a push for the state championships then, at that point?
No, it was the year afterwards.
Afterwards?
Just missed the playoff in 2003.
Oh, really? Okay, so now, with that being said, are you excited in your coaching journey? Was there something about this coaching journey that helps you bring out something here at Columbia?
Well, I think my coaching journey has been unique. I've been to several different places. The excitement is just bringing everything together and running the program the way I see fit. So that's the exciting part. But my coaching foundation is built under both Darnell and Barris Grant.
Okay. Now, what is it about your leadership style that kind of garnishes everybody to take notice of you?
Well, I'm very honest and I'm very detailed. So that's what I try to focus in and just be myself and just continue being honest and being detailed with everything that goes along. So I strongly believe that when you're detailed, you minimize your mistake. So that's what I try to be.
Now, we've talked briefly about certain things here. Let's talk about your actual background a little bit. What is it about your background that kind of brings you into the coaching life?
As a former football player, after high school, I went to King University. I played there, and I had an amazing coaching staff there, and that just is the love of coaching. And I've coached at several different places, including Union, Shabazz, and several others. And that just is the love of the game that really brought me to where I'm at today. It's just the love of the game, the love of being around the kids, helping kids achieve their dreams, all those things is what really bring me to the position I am today.
Well, Coach, it's great to hear that you have that love. Now, let me ask you this. What is your expectations for the Cougars this year?
My expectation is for us to play hard every game. This is a game-by-game type of situation, a play-by-play. I don't have like a record, a set number to win. I'm not taking any team lightly. I just want my team that I coach to compete at a very high level. Myself and the coaching staff that was assembled, we just trying to make sure everybody just compete and try to be as detailed as possible and put these kids in the best position to be successful.
Well, you with the likes of Irvington, Livingston and a few other schools that are of note that you normally compete against. Every now and again, you will probably get East Orange or the West Oranges of the worlds. What is it about your coaching style that can kind of compete with those guys?
Well, like I said earlier, I came from Hillside. So at Hillside, the mindset was to compete for a state championship every year. So competing against a team that's technically sound, that plays very well, that consistently win, is nothing new for me.
Right.
It's what we're used to, so it's the expectation. So for me, I come with that experience that I'm used to going against teams that compete at a very high level. I'm used to preparing for those type of teams. So to me, this is just another day at work.
Another work day. So, I mean, you had Igmaboon, I can't remember how to pronounce this. Yeah. Who went off to Georgia last year. You had a couple other 4-star, 5-star recruits over the years that come out of Hillside that while you was under Barris as well. Do you think you're going to have those same type of recruits coming here as well with Columbia?
Well, the thing about Hillside is that's why I personally feel like Barris don't get enough credit. Those players are developed. Those are not transfers. So Darren that played at Georgia, then started playing football until he was a sophomore.
Right.
So developing a player to be at that elite level takes extreme hard work and extreme discipline and a high level of knowledge. So that's what I've learned from Barris is focus on what you have and just keep working it.
Right.
And once you keep developing these kids, the kids will perform.
Right. Now, with that being said, you have a couple standouts here as well in your backyard. Would you like to expand on them, or would you like to kind of keep them in your pocket a little bit?
No, well, we have Hines, that was an all-conference offensive lineman for us, that he returning. We also have Charlie, he was an honorable mention all-conference player. So those are two extreme athletes. We also have Jacil, our running back, that played a lot last year. I strongly believe that he's going to have a breakout years. And we have a few receivers that I think, if given the opportunity, that they could actually do some great things this year.
And these are all returning senior, rising
These are all
seniors?
seniors. We are a heavy senior class. We have about 20 seniors.
Wow. You're probably one of the bigger senior classes in the county. Is that correct?
I believe so.
Wow. Now, with that being said, do you think you can make a big push early in your head coaching career for the Group 5 title or a Group 4 title or something?
Well, we also have to focus on establishing a culture first.
Right.
So me coming in here and saying we're going to make a push for a championship is not something that everybody's going to buy in, because realistically the school have never won a playoff game in the history of the program. Right. So I can't come in year one saying we're going to win the championship. So it's a stepping stone. That's one thing I've learned about coaching at Hillside. It's everything is a stepping stone. It's accomplish the first goal first, and then move on to the next one. So that's why the focus on it just to take care of game one, take one play at a time. Everything else, if we do everything right, it will be there for us.
Now, I know for a fact that a couple years back in my day, and more recently, Columbia was a force to be reckoned with. You're right, they would never win a championship, but however, they came very close to winning on many occasions.
They came very close to winning. They had a winning season,
right?
But they never won a playoff game,
right?
At the school history.
Wow,
it's a different environment, so the expectation is different,
right?
Compared to a place where I left previously at Hillside, where losing the first round of playoff game was a failure,
right? So you looked at it differently.
So it's a different. I have to establish the championship culture first before I can start talking about championship.
Okay, I expect that. I look forward to doing that. Now, Coach, you have other programs that you're feeding programs into your high school. How are you looking at the feeder program at the present time?
Well, I'm actually working on that. So as of right now, the only feeder program we have in this town is flag football. We don't have any tackling.
Right.
So right now, I'm in the process of helping establish a middle school tackling football league for next year. And then I'm going to work on establishing at least a spring pop warning program. So I'm developing that as we speak. So it's in the works.
It's in the works. All right. So it'll be the return of the Packers every now.
I'm trying to bring the Packers back.
All right. All right. We look forward to seeing that. Now, with that being said, what is it about the other parts of being a Cougar? What is it about being the leadership, part of the leadership that kind of develops the sport's history, the long-standing entertainment factor that is part of here? You got her, Lauryn Hill, got a few other solid people that were once members of the student body here at Columbia. What is it about that kind of draws everybody in?
Well, this school has a lot of success. So there's a lot of people that come out of school and become successful. So even this football program we talked earlier that they have never won a playoff game, but there's a current NFL player that graduated here, and Josh Nine.
Yeah.
So the talents are here. They're just putting everything together. So this is a great opportunity, a great community, because this is probably the most supportive group of boosters that I've ever been around. So there's a lot of positive things within this community.
Right, and I believe that. Now, Coach, what also do you see the growth in the next 2, maybe 3 years from now? Possibly your first group of kids from freshmen going to class of 30, developing into maybe a powerhouse within the county, maybe the state, or anything else like that?
Well, I'm hoping that's what we do this for as coaches. Is trying to get the next group of kids that come in to compete for state championship. So that's the hope. That's what we put in the work for. But again, the mindset will always be, let's just take it one day at a time and just build and help them develop, help them fall in love with the game.
You inherited a very deep team this year. Would that be something that would kind of build off of if you were to taking your mantra one game at a time?
Absolutely. So, from a record-wise, the public it would look like I didn't inherit a great team, a very good team, but the last coaching staff did a really great job developing these kids, and we got to keep in mind they didn't have a feeder program,
right?
So they had most of their kids learned how to play the game. So you're gonna have your up and down when that's the case. But they did an amazing job developing these kids. But now I'm just trying to build on that.
Okay. Now, Coach, a few other questions before we round out our Coach's Corner. I've been asking coaches about other programs and what they saw, what they liked about it, and whatever. Being that you're from Hillside and or went to Hillside, coached at Hillside, from Irvington, familiar with both sides of the county line. What programs outside of yours kind of stands out to you this year?
Definitely Shabazz. I have a good friend, AJ Dobson's the defense coordinator there, that left Snyder High School head coaching position. I know he's putting a lot of time into it. We've talked. So definitely that's the school I'm going to look out for. The usuals, the West Orange, the East Orange, those schools definitely, they are very deep and very talented. Union City is very disciplined team. So there's several other teams, and Irvington, my hometown, they're very athletic, very well coached. So there are several teams in this county I'm excited to even see play and compete against.
Okay, and then with that being said, do you think you can actually upset one of them in the process?
That's the goal. So I'm going to every game hoping to get the win, working to get the win, doing whatever I need to do to get the win.
Right.
So I'm not going to the game saying we're going to lose. That's never been my mindset any school I've been at. So therefore, as far as I'm concerned, every week we're gonna deliver an upset. So that's my mindset.
Let's talk about some of your games that you have. You open up on week 0. Who do you play?
We play Northwest Side.
Northwest Side.
Yes.
And is that part of the West Orange
No, they was last year. This year is going to be home here, August 29th at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. We're under the lights, right?
Yes.
Friday night lights. It's going to be. I've been to one of your week 0 games when Mobley was here, and it was always an electric scene here. Do you think that it's going to be even more electric when you got West Side, which is right over the hill over there to the other side of us, practically in your backyard with the only Ivy Hill Park to separate you guys? Do you think that it's going to be something that you can actually see that is going to be the game to be at for that weekend?
I believe so. I think we both have a team that we working in development, both coaches working extremely hard. I believe last year was a very close game. It was a very exciting game. I actually attended that game. So I believe this is an exciting game, and the crowd here is always amazing. So I believe this is the game to be at Friday night.
Friday night. Then after that game, who do you play after that?
We have a bye week at week 1, and then we see Orange. Orange come here.
Orange comes here. Now, this is the first time you guys played Orange in about, 2 years? Or
No, they played them last year.
Last year.
So it's pretty much the same schedule as last year. We just rotate the home and away. And Northeast Side dropped a program, so we picked up Montclair Kimberly.
Oh, you got Montclair Kimberly.
So that was the only adjustment, but it's pretty much the same schedule as last year.
How's that going to look like? Because the fact that Montclair Kimberly barely plays anybody in state, if at all, outside of the prep schools or the independent programs. How did that come about?
Well, it's just trying to fill a game. We have the same group of kids because there's a lot of kids within this area that attend that school district. So it was just trying to fill a game. Last year, I believe they were 8-1. So
yes, they were.
Very difficult team to play against. But we're up for the challenge. We're going to try to compete.
So it's going to be the battle of the Cougars, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Who's going to be the bigger pack, huh?
So it should be us.
And after Montclair Kimberly, who do you play?
I believe we have Livingston afterwards.
Livingston was
that would be the homecoming.
That would be your homecoming. Livingston's always been a tight game for you guys.
Yeah.
The year that I was here to watch them, they were kind of very tight on that first game. They play everybody very close in the first couple of games before they kind of go into their Livingston ways. Do you think that if at all, if you were to project the type of game that your game plan that you're going to have, or a type of game that you're looking forward to having, do you think that will be a very close game as well, or do you think that's going to be something more of a game that you're going to kind of turn the corner on?
Well, you never know, because it's mid-season, so we at the tail end. So the team that you are week 0 is not the team that you're going to be week 5 or 6.
Right.
A lot of things shaping up. So
Right.
that's why the focus is just going to be on West Side and trying to develop and build from there. So you never know.
Never know. Okay. One game at a time, right?
One game at a time.
That's right. Well, Coach, I'd like to say thank you for taking the time out and speaking with me and coming to the Coach's Corner, and also having us here at Underhill. We're looking forward to seeing what you have. We may come by and check out one of your games as we move forward in the season. It's going to be kind of hectic because we're going to be try to get to everybody's game as it is. So we're going to, if there was a game for us to be of note, what game would you want us to be at?
Well, I think to start off, on week 0 game, because that's my debut as a head coach, and versus a game. It was a game last year that was pretty close and exciting. So that's the game to be at.
That would be the game to be at on that. Okay, 7 o'clock under the lights here at Underhill, right?
Definitely.
All right, and we're looking forward to seeing some of your star players, and those star players again, by full name?
Hines, Charlie, and Jacil are the top 3 right now. And we also have an incredible kicker in
JB. What are their full names? You know?
Jonah, Bree, Hines, Archer, Charlie. Can't remember his last name right now.
Okay. And your running back is the game is Jaheim? Jacil was his last name?
Can't remember right now. My mind's
Going blank. Okay, I got you. All right, so we'll be out on the lookout for these guys as they're going to be leading the Cougars into the 25-26 season, and we look forward to seeing you in that season as well. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. As we make the field, we like to say thank you for taking the time out and speaking with us and watching our show on the Coach's Corner and the KSPORT High School Preview. We'll see you then. Let's go have some fun. KSPORT.